Hello, everyone. Welcome to Entrepreneurship Digest. Today, we'll be talking about how you can scale your private practice to over 100K and more every year. All right. So, the first thing we have to do is we have to go through what this is all about, what you need to do to be able to get to that point. If you, like you all know, if you in this space, one of the resources that are used for people who are into human services, psychology, counseling, and other areas, you would know that Psychology Today is one of the websites that they use in terms of creating visibility. And I will tell you that it is very, very helpful. But did you know that 75% of potential therapy clients start their search for a counselor online, but yet many counseling businesses remain invisible to them? How can your practice stand out in this crowded digital landscape? I'm going to show you how. So when you go on Psychology Today, you want to type in keywords or like what you are hoping to do for other people. So how are you serving other people? So let's say you're offering family counseling, for instance. You just type in family counseling and you type in your city. So let's say you're offering that in Chicago. Type it in and you click enter. So when you go, then you click on therapists. Then you click on your city. You see it brings it out right there, and you just click on that. It's gonna show you different people that are already listed on the directory, because this website is a directory. It basically helps show people, how to find clients. So you go here, you can look through, and what you want to do, like one thing you want to do is make sure you go through the first page, right? And this is the first page. You want to see what keywords are these individuals using to be able to find what they want, and I'll tell you what I mean. You see, it says therapist in Chicago, Illinois. That is the first thing you have to note. So what you want to do is you want to copy that and you want to put that in your own program, like your website. So, and easy, just copy that, put it right there. And then you go down and you start to look at different profile. Like the first one is Healing and Fuerza Therapy LLC. And that's just to give you an example. You have to ask yourself, how come these guys are able to show up in the very first page and like the very first option here? Like how did they get here? What did they do to get them in this position? Because it could have been any of this, it could have been, but somehow they were able to get here even without having a photograph or something, except for their logo or whatever it is. So you can see, no disrespect to this service, but you can see that there's something that they've done to put them right here, and we're going to find out. So you basically want to just read through and see what it says. You might be noticing patterns showing up in your life. You might feel confused and unsure about how to make changes in your life. Have you noticed trauma symptoms interfering with your daily life? Want to work with clinicians who are passionate about providing quality, mental health care. So you can see here what they've done is basically they've been able to put in some vital keywords, things like trauma, symptoms, interfering with your daily life, things like clinicians, passionate about providing quality mental health care. Those are things that you also want to do You want to take those information and you want to put them on your website. That's very important, and it's really going to help create that visibility that you need, which in turn is going to help you get more clients and, of course, get you over 100K a year easily. Because if you go to a website like BetterHelp, which is one of the very popular websites to get therapy, and Talkspace, each of these websites, of course, charge. I mean, on average, an hour cost of therapy is at least 100 to 150 to 250, sometimes more an hour, depending on the experience of the clinician, depending on the experience or the modalities of the therapist. So at the end of the day, all of these things add up. So imagine if you're paying, 120, for instance, per hour, for therapy, and if you're able to see, 5 to 8 clients in a day, because you are consistently getting clients who are looking to work with you. So let's say, you get like that, you get 5 of them and they're paying you at least 120 an hour. If you calculate that, you know that you definitely are on the right track to making over 100K. So what's important here is learning how you can find a way to show that visibility, how you can be found online. And that's how you're going to get to this goal. So that's one option. You want to make sure that on your website that you have all of these keywords, put on your website to help you find the ideal way to be seen online. But how do you find the keywords, and what are keywords, you may ask? I'll tell you. Basically, when you think of keywords, you're thinking of the words, things that are put online that help people find what they're looking for. And so, in other words, these are words or phrases that people use when searching for information online, particularly through search engines like Google, Bing, or Yahoo. So these are all websites and content creators that give access to people's searches online. They help you find stuff. So like if you're looking for a therapist in Chicago, for instance, and you take this information and you put it on Google, what you're doing in essence is that you are basically telling Google that, hey, Google, find me therapist in Chicago. And as you can see, the first option right here is Psychology Today. You click on it and voila. Same thing we did when we used their website. So this system is a way to help you find your client, your ideal client, without having to even pay for ads and all that. But I mean, the other side is ad. I'm going to be discussing that, but I'm showing you free ways that you can start to utilize, you can leverage to help you get to your goal. So let's move forward. And once you get the idea of what keywords you're looking for, one way to find keywords would be to go to a website that I do like and I use a lot. It's called semrush.com. It's a very, very handy tool, and it can really help take your business to the next level. So if you want to know more about how to download this, you'll find the information on our description. So let's say you're looking for keywords surrounding counseling. I'll show you how to go about that. You come here and you type counseling, for instance. What you're going to get different information about that. Right now, the volume is over 49,000. That is a lot of searches. And you can see the CPC, it's $7, over $7. That is quite lengthy. So this is how it goes. When you get here, you can see different things like counseling near me, Craig Counsel, marriage counseling, marriage counseling near me. These are all keywords. So in your case, if you're a marriage counselor, you want to focus on marriage counseling. But you can see here, you can see different colors. There's red, there's orange or dark orange, there's yellow, and there are different colors here. And these are all specifying how difficult or easy those keywords are. And it's important as a new website, as a new entrepreneur who's starting out, to go for keywords that are not so competitive. So like keywords that may be longer, or that may have longer phrases, or whatnot, or sometimes may just not be exact words that you're looking for, but it relates to counseling, but it's easy to rank for. And I'll tell you what I mean. When you go on here, you put your cursor to the yellow one, you see that it tells you quite all right, like what you need for this. It's possible you will need well structured, unique content to rank for this right here, Craig Counsel. But then when you go to the red one, it says you will need lots of high quality reference domains and optimized content to be able to get to rank with this marriage counseling, because this, of course, is very competitive, because a lot of people are writing about it, they're talking about it, and so you need more than just a simple blog post. You need to have a domain authority, which means your domain has been in existence for a long time. You just did not buy the domain yesterday and you're hoping to rank all of a sudden. The domain needs to be seasoned. It needs to have gone through a lot of different dynamics of work, of advertising, of writing, and just public, putting it out there in the public, right, through provision of resources like value. So I'll give you an example. A website like BetterHelp, for instance, or Talkspace, when you take that domain and you go on to SEMrush, I'll explain exactly what I'm trying to say here, and you put it right here. You want to check their domain overview. You will find out that it will give you some information. I'll tell you what I mean here in a minute. You see what I mean? 70% is the authority score. To get to this point, this is not a new website just starting yesterday or last year or 2 years ago. These guys have been in existence for a while, and they've been doing a great job posting content and creating value and all that. So when you go here, it tells you here, right here, top organic keywords. These top organic keywords are the keywords that people are typing into Google or Yahoo to get to them. The first one, of course, is BetterHelp, and you can see it over 160K. So like people are always constantly searching for that. And of course, sometimes they put it together as BetterHelp, sometimes they put it as BetterHelp, like in like 2 words. Love, ADHD symptoms, BetterHelp reviews. So these are some of their top organic keywords. So for you to be able to get to this point, you must have done a lot of value, providing a lot of value, working on your domain, on your website, so that people can also know you and they can relate with you. That's the same way by typing in your business. And let's say your counseling business, for instance, is Rock of Confidence, or let's say happy life, happy you. and people can type that in to Google to find you. After a while, when people start searching happy life, happy you, you're going to start to create a presence online. So much so that Google is going to keep records of all that, and it's going to kind of keep pointing people to your website, to your domain, and it starts to grow from there. And you start to get more people, you start to get more traction, and that's how you start to grow your business, to start to get to that point where you're starting to increase your revenue and you're making over $100,000 every year. So, but the first thing that you need to know is you want to make sure that you have everything that you need, in place. And what I mean by everything you need, you want to make sure that you have a domain, you registered your business, your website, and everything. It's all in place. And it's very important because as a private practice owner, like how many times have you heard people own their own private practice and they will tell you, oh, I still work at the hospital, I work at this agency, but I have my own private practice. You have to ask yourself, why do they do that? I'll give you the reason. Many of them do that for insurance reasons. They still want to get insurance from those agencies or from these sort of third parties, even though they have theirs, because it's quite expensive, getting private insurance. For other reasons, it could be clients. I've spoken with a lot of therapists who are having a hard time finding clients, and they'll tell you like, hey, they just can't get consistent clients, and that's impending, or that's kind of creating challenges for them, in terms of making a full-time income or to be able to survive on their private practice without having to step out and go work somewhere else. So, but there's a way to break free from that and create a solution. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. So once you have that idea, you know exactly how to get started with it. It's very easy. It's a very, very simple process. You have your website, you have your domain, you have your private practice. Once you start to implement all of these different things I've just shared with you, you are definitely on your way to making over 100K monthly. But first things first, we have to start with, going on Psychology Today, checking, like the information I shared with you, keywords, and I promise you, I assure you, if you are able to find the keywords of the individuals who are on the top page of your city, the type of counseling you offer, and you take those keywords and you implement them in your practice, then you're going to start showing up on the first page. I can promise you, these individuals here are getting lots of traffic on their pages as a result of being on the first page. Look, there's over, who knows, maybe over 100 pages on Psychology Today of different cities of people looking for therapists. So people don't want to go through different pages to get to what they want or what they are looking for. They don't have that time. They want to go. It's the same thing like when you go on Google, you type in what you're looking for. A lot of time, most of the time, you don't even want to go to second page. You want to find it right there on the first page. That's why you see that advertisers are always advertising on Google or other search engines, because they get to be featured on the first page of Google. So like even before organic searches, and organic searches are like organic results are like results that are shown because of an article or some type of value that the owner of that business has provided to the public, right? So it could be a video, it could be an article, a blog post, and because they have the keywords, or Google thinks that what this individual is looking for, like something like counseling in Chicago, somebody has written about it, they've talked about it, there's a podcast or there's a video about it, then they're going to show that in the organic results. That's organic because they are not paying for it. So the owners of that website, of the websites or of the platforms, are not paying Google to be shown on the first page. They've done the work, and Google sees or things, knows that, oh, this information here is the answer to the information that you, the user, is looking for. So that's how it basically works. And I promise you that these guys are probably so packed, so full, that they're not even accepting, new clients. And we can check that out just to give you an idea. In some cases they may be accepting if they have a big agency, but a lot of times some of them will tell you they are not accepting any clients currently because they get so many people come to them all the time, so they are usually so booked. So I just want to show you that it's possible to get all the clients that you need and even more, because if you know how to do the search, the techniques, the tips I've shared with you, you are on your way to doing great things, making over 100,000 a year. It's very possible, and there's more. There's more we can discuss. If you'd like some more help, if you would like how to get started, set up your website, you can visit us at Entrepreneurship Digest. We'll help with that. Click on the link and schedule a call with one of our experts, and we can help you get your websites going and SEO and everything that you need so that you can start making 100K a year and more. So this is where I'm going to be stopping today, but I will do a follow-up to show you how you can set up your website, your domain name, and all of those vital information, especially for those who are just starting. That way you do not have to go out there and shell out thousands of dollars when you could actually learn these things on your own. All right, I will be talking to you more about this in my next video. Until then, please like this video, share, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel, Entrepreneurship Digest, and I will see you soon. Take care. Keep vibing. Bye for now.